Hey guys, Shawn Ziem, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor. Another episode of the Connection Conversation Show where I bring on guests from all walks of life to provide value for you. And we are hoping that you're going to take some tips, strategies, ideas that we discuss in our conversation in the next 15 minutes and actually implement, take action. Don't sit there and let it go in one ear and out the other. A little sponsorship shout out to networkmarketinginsider.com. Definitely check it out. Another podcast I host, and also check out Got Backup. It's both links are in the description. You get 6 terabytes, $9.97. If you have Google Drive, iCloud, or Dropbox, great opportunity. Build a business and actually get referral fees from those type of products. So without further ado, let me bring on my next guest. Anthony, what's up, man? How are you? Oh no, we lost our connection with the mic. Interesting. Let's see. Get the settings. Let's try it again. Pop off and come back on. It worked before. Technical difficulties, guys. We'll get it. We'll get it.
Disconnect this.
There you are. You're on. I hear you now. You paused yourself. Unpause. There.
How's that?
There we go.
Perfect.
We got it.
You know what happened? This thing connected to my phone. And it was using the phone mic. So I just disconnected it from the phone.
And actually now you sound better than you were before. So it's more clear. That's good. Hey, perfect. I'm persistent, man. It doesn't matter. This is part of business too. That's why I'm glad that we're collaborating. Things happen, though. Not everything's perfect. So
I agree with that.
We keep rocking and rolling. So without further ado, Anthony, who are you and what do you do, man?
Anthony DiCicco. I am in real estate, and I've been doing this now almost 16 years. Come from the car business. That was my family business. However, I always did construction work. My brother always did construction work, and we kind of were building up a construction company. I got licensed basically to sell my own things, and then how that works. You start getting referrals after referral, and then it was a side gig at the time. So now, 5 years full time in the real estate. So, and ever since I took over full time, I just went balls to the wall with it, man.
That's what you got to do. And it's great that you're being transparent and sharing. Yeah, you thought you're going to go one direction. You can do a part-time thing once in a while, maybe do a couple, closings, pick up some extra cash. And now it's a full-blown career change. Yep. And it's for the better. And then you're building a team, right?
So, yeah, I have a team here at Keller Williams, and we got 7 people on the team. We got one admin, and look, we're trying to be one of those top producing teams that are providing heavy duty numbers and just getting our names out there. And that's the goal. And I try to tell everybody that's on the team, it's all about name recognition, and it's all about getting your name out there the most as possible. But look, some people don't listen, and the way to get your name out there is social media. They don't listen. I mean, look, I can keep talking and keep bringing everything because that's the question I always get asked. What are you doing? What exactly are you doing, and how are you doing it? And I tell them, this is what I do. And very importantly, social media is a great way to get your name out there. They don't listen.
I agree with you 100%. It's something
it's free. It's free marketing.
Yes. It's sweat equity. I always say you're putting some time in. You might have to do posts. You might have to do some videos. Oh, I don't want to do videos. Do what we're doing right now, and do it with local people in your town. And it allows you to, give value. That's the goal. Not don't just post, list, buy, invest with me all the time. That comes out of your mouth. I always say, how can I help you grow your business is a powerful way to get into a conversation. Do you agree?
I agree with you. Listen, and a lot of people do ask that question. But look, you can only lead them to the water, and you can't make them drink it. I mean, and I keep trying to put that out there. And even with our team meetings, I'm like, guys, you have to, this is very important to your business. And look, being on my team, I tell my agents, I'm like, guys, look, you're on the team. That's great. The goal is to be on the team to use the numbers that we have given and sold. This way you can conquer and destroy the industry. You're supposed to, I tell them to brand themselves. Look, you can put our name out there as much as you want, but they don't know who you are. They know who I am, right? They might know who my brother is, but they don't know who you particularly are. They know that you're on my team. So that's why
Yes.
a lot of teams won't, they don't want their own branding because they would rather the team be branded, which you can still brand the team. But if you brand yourself out there and you put yourself out there and you have your own, it's your business, it's their own business, right? You're just of the team. So in that situation, I think they've been pretty successful at doing that. They're just starting to listen to do that. They're getting their own websites, they're getting their own logos and stuff like that, which is great because that's what I did when I was on a team before this. So, that's the name of the game, is that plus hustle, man. Listen, I don't stop. It's 7 days a week, nonstop. I'm always on call. Thankfully, my wife and my family understands the business, that it's something that it's sometimes cannot put on hold. So I'm grateful for that. But look, man, I put the work in, I put the time in, I do whatever it takes to get my name out there and get business. And I bring the results. That's the key. You can talk all you want about it. It's about bringing the results of it.
Now, I know a passion of yours is hockey.
Yes.
How long have you been involved with hockey, and how does it correlate to business, do you believe, or sales? What are some takeaways you have with hockey and sales?
So at the end of the day, right, hockey is, for me, that was like the best workout for me, right? So that helped me relieve stress during business, especially when times were slow or I had anxiety, because I have anxiety pretty bad too. Like my anxiety always gets up. I always think the worst. If I have a cough, I think I'm in the doctors every week, so that's just how I'm built, so I'm a walking anxiety attack. So playing hockey was good for me because it released that anxiousness, like that. It kind of leveled me out, and it was a good workout. It was Friday night games. Sometimes they were 10 o'clock at night. That's the best time because family's sleeping. It's a Friday night. What else is there to do? Let's play hockey, ice hockey. So that did help me. But however, at the time in 2021, I had a new baby at the time, my fourth daughter, and my father-in-law was declining with dementia. So my wife having the baby plus having to take care of my father-in-law, it was a lot on her that I needed to kind of that was one thing I had to step back with. So I haven't played. I'm dying to get back on the ice shortly, but we'll see. I mean, hopefully that comes into play.
Now, thanks for sharing as far as high anxiety. My wife has been dealing with that as well. So what ways have you replaced hockey to allow you to kind of control your anxiety?
That's a tough one because honestly, I'm doing things that I should be doing. Like my wife always says, you need to get up, you need to work out, you need to, and I'm not doing enough of it. And the reason being is because I've been so busy, right? You just like I don't sleep. So by the time I fall asleep, it could be 12, it could be 1, it could be 11. Then I wake up in the morning and I'm work mode. So there needs to be an hour where I dedicate, and the morning is probably the best time because no one bothers you. The kids are sleeping.
Yep.
She wakes up at 5:45 every morning and she does her workout. So that's something I've got to really incorporate back into life because it's the way I look at things is good health, good wealth, right? It's good for your whole well-being to get into a workout and not let yourself go, especially as we get older. 45, it's harder to, to lose some of the weight sometimes. And we're on the road so much. What's the easiest thing to do is go to a fast food joint and grab something you shouldn't eat. Right? You there? Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're back.
Hey, there we go. Something happened. Yeah. So I don't know what you heard last.
Must have some issues. We having that on. I agree with the kids. Getting up early, getting active is very important. And I'm 48, so I work out too. I always say this. I'm somewhat serious. I want to be able to kick some ass still, no matter how old I get, against my kids for whatever event we're doing. I want them to be like, damn, that's your dad or that's grandpa. That's my goal going down. That's why I want to keep myself healthy. But it helps I love that word in the background, with your grind, but also you said it before, execution. If you're not executing, whatever that is, making calls, doing your workouts, putting out content, if you're not executing, you're not going to get business. But if you put some time in, you're consistent, you're going to make things happen.
Listen, you got to be kick-ass. You got to be the reason. So everybody asks, what makes you different than the next realtor? There's 1,000 realtors, right? I can pick anybody I want. It's value. What do you bring to the table? What is your presentation to that person? So when I look at it, if I'm hiring somebody, I'm calling the person that's doing business. I'm calling the person that's on, like, I don't want to hear you shut off at a certain time. For me, that's not what I don't want to hear that shit, because I don't shut off for nothing. I'm in the Bahamas. I got video I can show you. I'm in the Bahamas on the water closing deals. Video. Okay. That's the person I want to hire. So it's value you bring to your client, whether it's a seller, whether it's a buyer. For buyers, I have buyers that text me 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm okay with that. Or you might offend the next person. We're like, well, I'm off. There's no such thing as off to me. That's just how I'm built, man. I'm very aggressive. I want to make sure that I'm always available. I don't ever want to hear that, oh, I texted you 3 times, you never got back to me. That's for any of my agents. If I ever hear that, they're done. There's a standard. We have a standard here. The standard is production, client presentation, being a part of your whole transaction, man. It's all about being available at all times. But don't get me wrong. Look, there is times where I have to kind of, sneak texts, or if I'm out to dinner with my wife or doing something like that. But again, when someone can see that in you, someone can see that you're an aggressive person, that you're going to bring to them the best deal or the best value to them. And I think that's what makes us different than the next realtor. Everybody can post a video. Anybody can post anything they want. It's about proven results. In the last 5 years, and look, I've always done business in real estate, right? But in the last 5 years, I've learned a lot more. I learned a ton. And I learned that in this business, it's all about your word, and it's all about providing a good service, right? So in the last 5 years, when I went full time, I've done over 150, probably $175 million in transactions. I'm closing 100 plus deals personally myself a year, and that's grinding and execution. That's key, 100%. Then you start low, but as you start to build yourself up, it's reinvesting into your business. It's adding those admins. It's putting systems in place, right? It's going to a lead source. The lead source is so key, because you can cold call all you want.
Right.
I use Zillow. I spend $13,000 a month on Zillow. I'm an open book. I tell it the way it is and what I do. That's what I spend. And you know what people tell me? You're out of your mind. I said, really? I said, well, let me ask you a question. Would you invest $13,000 to make back $450,000? I sure would.
Hell yeah.
Duh. Right. So that's just one lead source. Then you got your referral business, which is awesome, because that's all your old clients referring you, their cousins, their uncles, whoever. Right. So you have that coming in play. And then it's getting the listings. Having the listings is having the gold, man. That's the key to success for the real estate business.
Yeah.
And we do a ton of marketing, we do a ton of postcards, we do a ton of everything you can think of to make sure that this name and my signs are on every lawn. That's the goal.
Yeah, because once you have if you have a listing, you're creating your own market. And then you get those buyers off of that, which is powerful. So you wouldn't have the issue that they're always, hemming and hawing and having excuses about the new NAR thing and all this stuff. It wouldn't be a problem if you follow the protocol as far as list first. All the other things will come from it.
Listen, first off, that NAR thing is bullshit. And whoever the attorneys were, they should have hired me as the attorney, because I should be a defense attorney, to be honest with you. And that's how I am with all my clients. But whoever they hired, they're total idiots. They have no clue what they were doing. It makes absolutely no sense. In Pennsylvania alone, the commission was always negotiated, and now they're making it like this. It's all this big new law, right? So believe me, I go on listing appointments, and that's the first thing I hear. Oh, I hear I don't have to pay a buyer's agent. I said, yeah, that's true. That was always the case. However, if you do not pay a buyer's agent, I'm not the guy for you, because here's the deal. The buyer's agent is who brings you the best deal possible. They're the ones who are going to bring you the highest offer with the best terms and get you well over the asking price. If you choose not to pay them, they're not going to show your house. End of story. And I'm one of those buyer's agents. I don't care, because at the end of the day, there's buyers that I've been running around since COVID, 4 years now. They just haven't bought a house. That's not a waste of time to me. That's just not the right time for the buyer. And they know that I have their back. They're going to stick with me till the end. So eventually it will become a sale, right? Most agents say, I already showed them houses for 6 months. They're a waste of time. Guess what? They hire Anthony, okay? Because they know I'm going to be there till the end. But the NAR shit, I'm over it. I know when I go to listing appointments, I'm going to win every time. I'm going to pay the buyer's agent every single time. So anytime they see my name, there's always going to be buyer's commission.
Yeah, that's great information there, guys. Anthony, any final thoughts let's talk about just talk about marketing a real estate agent just starting out. What are two tips that they should be doing to get their business rolling?
So first thing is first, definitely get a big social presence. You need a social media presence. It's free marketing. What I have over like 6,000 or 7,000 people on my Facebook, so that's very key, to be friendly with every other agent in your industry. So we're all friends. And then obviously all your clients, I always friend request their clients. This way they're on there, they see what you're doing. And then look, open houses. If you're a new agent, you're obviously not going to get business right off the bat. Start going into your office. Who does the most business in your office? That's who I would be attached to. That's the person you want to be around, because they're going to teach you the most of the ones that are doing $50 to $100 million. Don't just sit on your ass, come into the office with your laptop and act like you're doing something. Start doing shit. Go find the person who's doing all the business. Start going to their open houses. Hope to get some type of buyer agency out of that, right? And also it helps you learn. Then I would suggest going and starting the cold call a little bit. I mean, look, no one likes to do it. I get it. They don't know how to. I know how to do it because I've been in the car business. That's why I'm so good at it, because I've been calling leads since I was 10 years old. Okay. So look, the rejection is the problem. They don't want to be rejected, or they don't want to be hung up on and stuff like this. Look, that's going to happen anywhere, regardless. Right. Yep. So try it. Call the expired, call the withdrawn listings, and see if you can get yourself an appointment. But I would be up the person's ass that's doing the most business in the office that you're in. That's what I would be attached to learn the most from it.
Great tips right there. I would also piggyback. Don't sell on that phone call. Sell the appointment. Like Anthony was saying, get the appointment, then do your selling at that. And then that's how you'll pick up a lot more business. So guys, don't forget, all of Anthony's information is in the description. Reach out to him, connect with him, have a call, see if you can collaborate on business, maybe buy, sell, or invest. And don't forget, subscribe, hit that like button, and share this video with anyone that is in the market or a friend of yours. We want to help as many people out there as possible. Anthony, stick around for one moment. Everyone else, we hope you have an amazing rest of your day.
Thank you, guys.